crest of the San Lucia Mountains.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Jenny. Where are you? Where are you?
I think I'm at her spot.
Great.
Didn't you know that?
Westerners as the Moors exerted a great influence on the various art and architectural styles for the Italian style or maybe the style of Spain. But a modern structure.
Let's see what comes in with you.
Came out of what might be considered an unusual family. Her father sent her to UC Berkeley to get an engineering degree, and another daughter to a long month later, having married George Hurst, who had come back to Missouri after striking it rich with a silver mine in 1859 in Nevada. She was transformed into probably the richest mommy western of Mississippi, or certainly the richest mommy in San Francisco in 1862, when little Willie comes into the world. A couple years later, his father is buying land here in the Central Coast for various money-making potential. Deepwater port down there at the harbor for a shipping operation. Mercury mining, mercury ore mining. Styles or the slender figures. Charles Cassu did these in 1930, the four at the side of the pool. Which has granite columns that are about 1,600 years in age on the average, and marble decorative work above that averages about the same age. Statues that are about 400 years old from a fountain in Florence, Italy, Neptune, the god of the sea. And the actual structure and back wall of that same the tile work or whatever are several different slabs of concrete poured at different times.
Jennifer.
One done in the first phase of construction in the early 20s, another done, say, in the late 20s, another one done in the mid-30s. Because this man was always changing his mind.
Pretty good.
This pool is a real engineering feat because you're looking at a two-piece concrete swimming pool. The inner marble oval in the center of this one, 25 meters long, about 80 feet long, is what's remaining from the floor of the second pool that was built in 1928. We see the final version with an extra 12 feet added all the way around. I think it's 32 meters long, 104 feet. And this was finished in 1936. But there was that smaller pool in 1928 and a much smaller little pond with no heating or filtration system that was in place by 1925. And the filter room is underneath the colonnade at the shallow end. There's standing gravel and concrete. And the Hearst Ranch at one point, a quarter of a million acres, about 100,000 hectares. Now it's down to about 90,000. Well, it originally went halfway into Vicksburg and included a good chunk of Monterrey County. Hearst, when he almost 1 million acres in Chihuahua. Most of that was nationalized by the Mexican government in a land reform movement in the 1930s. He had a chicle plantation in Guatemala. He had silver mines, copper mines, tin mines, you name it. And that's all basically started by his father, George Hearst, who was very talented. And he was not.
this view from his bedroom. It's great. This is another one of the guest houses here. This is a Roman tub. They're resurfacing this tower.
Oh, yeah, one more. I don't start that.
They were to show up here, an unmarried Clark Gable and Carol Lombard already romantically involved. They would be given separate rooms. Now, Hearst wasn't the kind of one to peek in at night to see what was going on, but he Hearst had a well-thought wonderful thing. He was sent back to the train station. They admitted found a bed in one of the guest houses that was capable of being used as a hiding place while they were sleeping. We got that. Now, those what you see on the main building in front is golden concrete. What we're standing next to it is the station. First guess got the dance on this cheap looking woman. But we don't need to block her.
Fireplace. It's a huge hall.
Every square foot, every square inch seems to have something on it. Now, have you ever seen Victorian homes, built in the 1870s, 1880s? In those homes, even though the style of decoration is really different than what you see in here, the same kind of idea exists that you just mentioned. No surfaces left undecorated. You can't have too much ornamentation. It's sort of a Victorian mindset. And, that's the 1880s. Hearst came of age right around then. He becomes an adult in the 1880s. And the 1880s and, say, the 1580s, the very ornate Baroque period of the Renaissance, is very similar. They all use the same china pattern that was used by Mom when Willie was a little boy, coming up here and camping out with Mom and Dad in the late 1870s and 1880s.
Dinner hall.
Booth's blue willow with the gold rim. Mail order stuff, 1,500 years ago. And when they filmed that TV series, the Cartwrights, Bonanza, to be historically accurate, they had the typical china of a prosperous ranching family from out west. It's the same stuff. Next time you see
Dinner hall in our castle. Slept at a table of 1, 2,
Dorm silver plate, condiments on the table, the store-bought jars, paper
Seated for
napkins,
40.
and no tablecloth. Maybe one. Mr. Hearst called this the Roman
that's okay, because I'm having a fun time. I can't
This
believe
is
Monterey
pretty
Bay
lame.
because I've never been there before.
You gotta
and I'm
be
really
kidding me.
excited. Oh, yes, gross.
Oh,
I hope
man.
we didn't get that on
I
public
didn't.
television.
I got part of it
We
on.
are at the aquarium in Monterey. Here's a picture of Steve. Here's Jenny. Hi, Steve. Here's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Turn around and say hello to the camera. And here's all the fish. That one looks like he's dead, not moving. Lots of fish in there. And we'll be going through the aquarium here, and we'll keep you in touch of what is going on as we go.
He just took a breath. He's not dead.
He's not dead?
He just took a breath.
Dad, get a picture of the starfish.
He's resting. Where? Where's the
Dad.
starfish? Where? I don't think that's going to photograph.
Oh, here comes a shark.
Will that photograph?
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Of course, huh?
Oh, he's...
He's huge.
The sheephead that just went by.
Look at that circle right there.
I think it's interesting how they hang right by the kelp and just hang there.
Black and the red one.
Just stop. This would be a great place to go fishing.
This guy's not dead either. He's breathing. I can't pick him up. He's just sleeping right there. No, he's not. Look at that stool right there.
Hillary, where are you going?
Where's that big one? I wonder if it's up.
He will. He goes over there. So I'll take him there. So. Oh, look at this guy. There's a guy right there.
Same colors that he made his skin look like that. He made him look like that. Look at this.
Oh, there's that fishing line. There's that fishing line. That is so weird how it changed.
Okay, let's sit there while I read
Did you see
that.
that fish that went straight up? Yeah. There's a flying
Here,
fish.
man, you gotta piss it off.
See that? There's another flying fish, Mom. See
What
that?
makes it a flying
See, that's
fish?
a flying fish.
Why is it a flying fish?
Did you get the starfish? Here comes the shark. Wasn't that the fish on Jaws?
This is neat, isn't it, Jennifer?
It's fun.
Where are we at?
We're at the Monterey Bay Aquarium
Right.
in Monterey.
That's right. They have big aquariums here. You can see our ocean waters moving. And here we are at the touch tanks. Jennifer, tell us what you see there.
Starfish. Look at that guy. What a monster.
Show me what you see.
Starfish. His little feet.
Talk a little louder.
Starfish. And starfish. And starfish. And a monster.
And
you
here's a
squeeze
bait
their
tank.
gills, they open their mouths really wide and it's really gross.
Huh.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the shark right there. I know, but we can actually even bigger. The male size is about 7.5 feet long, weighs 4 to 10 pounds. Hey! That one right there, the 90. They're all nice.
All right.
What's that?
Cut it open, cut it open, cut it open.
See a big shark from us?
Although there's never been a reported attack on them.
Don't find that.
Look at that. Look at that one.
That's what
Yeah, that could be a
Coming out on top of the rock over there.
Look at
Oh,
Look at that big deal.
See, this is a shark.
It's a little one with, they can hurt their hands, those fly off.
okay.
Get back under here.
Duck.
Hi, Steve. You having a good time? Turn around, smile.
Oh, you can see the seal on the water. Look.
Jennifer, tell me about this trip to Northern California. Is this fun?
It's fun. Can you see otter?
Well, tell me about it.
Sea otter.
A sea otter where?
On the rock.
Oh. How about it, Steve? Is this great?
Yeah.
But you've been here, huh? So you're bored, huh?
No.
Turn around, look at the camera.
I'm not bored, no.
You're not bored?
No.
Okay. You having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we gonna do this afternoon?
I don't know.
You don't know? We're gonna go to San Jose. So you say this lady's playing with a sea lion, huh?
He looks like he's having trouble.
Mm. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Will you turn around and smile at the camera? You look a lot better face first than you will from the back.
Here. Let me take a
no.
picture.
I'm taking your picture right now.
Let me take a picture.
Turn around, look at the camera. Are you having a good time?
I am. Let me look at the
What are
sea
you
otter.
doing in Northern California?
Looking at you.
Looking at me? Oh, this is a good picture of you and your daughter.
Oh, yeah?
This is great. Are we having fun?
Yeah.
Great. And this is the aquarium from the outside. And as you can see, there's a million people here today. And you stand in line for everything. It's your normal tourist place.
You remember.
You're a real dreamer, thinking you're going to get a straight shot without any people interrupt you. This is a beautiful place, beautiful coast. You having a good time? Come on, Kathy. People are trying to get. You can't possibly hope to take a picture here without someone crossing in front of you. It's your typical aquarium. Yeah. You swim like that? I got it.
Oh, he's picking up a fish.
Got it.
Another fish?
Here he comes up. He's gonna eat.
Jay, look at him laying on his back eating. What a kid. How cute.
The aquarium. We've seen all the fish in all the aquariums that he's going to. And we've seen the. Well, here we are getting in the GMC Suburban. That was fun going to the aquarium, wasn't it?
That's great. Let's go. Let's go get your clam chowder on Fisherman's Wharf.
Okay, that's where we're heading.
With curry sauce.
Here we are in Monterrey.
You wanted
Hi, Kathy.
officially that you yelled at me on that camera?
I didn't yell at you, did I? Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
I wouldn't say so.
Oh, by the way, did you know it's 1990? Thought I'd mention it.
Is it? And Jennifer's 12.
And Steven's almost 16. So he's gonna drive me to school every day.
Is he?
These are all the fish we caught on our fishing trip.
Sure, Steve. Nobody believes that. What kind is this, Steve?
Bonita.
Yeah.
And I caught it. I think we get fed enough.
Where are the sea lions? Sir?
There's one right there. Great big one. You gotta come down here a little bit.
Sure, you keep them in the bathtub. It's a great idea.
No, keep them in the Allen's pool.
In the Allen's pool. Oh, that's even a better idea.
There you out in the bay.
You see one, Kathy?
Yeah.
Out in the bay.
Turn around, get him. Turn around. You're gonna miss him. His nose is up in the bay right there. Jenny, right out here on the rock. Through that little boat. That's Leanne. Right, right this way.
One swimming out there, all right. Jennifer, feed him some more.
Honey, just a second. I'll be right there.
Oh, he's got to fight it for the seagulls to get his food. Steve, throw him one.
Pelicans go away.
I don't see him.
Guys, I can't see you and the...
Where'd he go?
Not here anymore.
I hear him. There he is. Good shot, Jenny.
Michelle, don't punch him right away. Let me try and take a picture of it. That's, you've got to guard your fish, kiddo. Well, hold one up and see what he does. Oh! Yeah, I don't know how he got that big. He sure doesn't get food. Shane, don't take one out till he's here, otherwise it's going to be a goner. Michelle, when you hold it, I think you have to hold your hand there or something. He'll be back.
Have a cow.
He wants somebody to feed him. Somebody did.
Actually, though, I don't think he needs me. He's so lit up.
The world's oddest home.
110 rooms.
Then your adventure
Winchester House.
with a self-guided tour of the Victorian garden surrounding
Takes
the
1
Winchester
hour.
mansion. We'll stroll through the garden.
Here we are at the Winchester House. We're going to be going in.
Enjoying the garden. Visiting the historical firearms and Winchester Products Museum. Tours are departing regularly, and the ticketing cashier will reserve a place for your party on the first available tour.
We're in the Winchester
It
House.
was crazy, dude.
160 room house. Never finished. That's the Winchester House. In the Winchester House. It's one of the rooms. And here's Big Steve behind me. Hi, Steve. What do you think, Jenny? Go down the staircase.
Lady was a nutcase. People.
Let me know if you see a rocking chair going by itself.
When they sold most of the furniture, you said they renovated other furniture to put into the house.
Right.
Did they try and duplicate what she had
She had
before, or are we
160
looking
rooms in
at
this
things?
We're looking at
mansion.
typical Victorian furniture. I don't believe she had any specially designed furniture, but this bed does look kind of spooky, doesn't it? I mean,
Would you like to wash all these windows? No, I wouldn't. Thank you.
I was gonna hire you.
please take a look directly ahead at the refurbished sitting rooms. The other two fireplaces are in this room. Also, before you get there, there are 13 coat hooks in the coat area.
The staircase here. And this is the most expensive window in the house.
Yeah. But you didn't use all the other ones. Down in the old barn. Had no way.
Winchester with $20 million in cash. He also left her with the Winchester Painting Arms Company, and she earned $1 for every rifle that was sold at that time, which meant she had an income of $1,000 per day for the rest of her life. This was income tax-free money until 1913, of course. This is the single most expensive window in the house. It cost $1,500 100 years ago from the Tiffany Glass Company. Or in other words, she had to scrimp and save a whole day and a half to buy this window. $1,500 100 years ago is the equivalent of $90,000 today. This window is designed so that when direct sunlight hits it, the prisms or crystals in the window would break up into brilliant rainbow shafts of light, which then would be cast throughout this room. It would have been nice. However, she made two design errors in the installation of the window. It is on the north side of the house, which never receives any direct sunlight whatsoever. And then to make matters worse, she built rooms directly behind it.
Look at all the railings, Kathy.
It's cool.
All the windows. Backyard of the estate from the 4th floor.
This is the Embassy Suites Hotel. It has an indoor pool, free breakfast, and all you can drink drinks. So me and Steven had a contest. I won. Yeah, I guess so.
Here we are in San Francisco.
We're going to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Okay.
Take a picture of you because I'm in all the pictures and you're not. Here.
Stand right here under this
Here, I'll
sign.
take you. I'll take you. Here. Here. I'll take a picture of you.
There's the old gas pump. What do you guys want to do?
Look
That's
at
it?
you. Look at you.
Look at me?
Look at you.
Having a good time, Boo? Hi, Boo.
Hi.
Here we go in the Hard Rock Cafe. What's happening, Steve Arena?
Yeah, I see what's happening.
This building's pretty.
Don't make it boring. Turn it off when we're not doing anything.
Well, it is boring anyway.
Good life is boring in San Francisco.
Let's stand still, put car in neutral, keep twiddling.
Here we go, Steve.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa!
Whoa, hey!
Doesn't this remind you of Boomerang?
Great sound effects.
What the hey?
Or you can find out where the zigzag starts by the
Okay, here we go. Whoa,
Well, somebody gonna jump out up on top of the hill
I will.
and run down there and go?
me.
Actually, Steve could.
Sorry.
Steve, you want to drive down the hill?
Sure.
Can I film it?
If you think I can handle it, man.
Oh, the worst
You could track. The worst you could just do
Trash.
a walk.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Ya, salıyor musun?
Yeah, we'll make a left at the light.
Well, you mean at the stop sign?
Yeah. Stop sign. Oh, not that one. The next one.
Next one?
Yeah, that's...
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, you know what?
Watch your witness.
Yeah, let's make a left. When the red light turns green. Okay, Steve?
Duh.
This is scary.
Too close to the curb, son. A little more. Give it some gas. What are you doing?
Stop sign.
Okay, give her the gas.
Don't get smart, Ellie. Get over there. Park cars.
You get the top up here, make a left turn. I want to see a beautiful view of the city.
Nobody makes a left turn here. On Lombard Street. Missing going one down Lombard
We've
Street.
already gone down
Chick,
this
don't
way.
you see the sidewalk?
Says no left turn, doesn't it?
Let's see. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe we should just go down it again.
No.
We're going down Lombard again.
Yeah, one more
You
time.
can't go left. You have to turn right or go down it.
Turn right.
Isn't this a beautiful view?
It is. Stop.
He did stop.
No, he doesn't have a four-way stop.
It is a
These are
four-way
not
stop.
a four-way stop. That guy, that taxi cab did not stop if it was.
It's quite tower over there.
I guess very much bored of us.
You think they're bored of us?
Here, just
I
go
doubt
real
it.
slow, Steve.
He's handling it just fine. Here we are, the crookedest street in the world. I'm glad you got to write down, Jen. Can you tell us how this makes you feel, Boo?
Well, I guess if you die, you die, but I would like to live longer.
Piece of cake, huh, Steve?
No problem.
Well,
Yeah, well, you almost went over that curve.
Bull crap.
God, he's been doing.
Shut up.
That's just now.
Jaywalker!
Calm
down.
No. Have to be really responsive to that brake.
Real crowded.
Go really, really slow through here, honey, because they just don't care. They just walk right out front of you. It doesn't matter. Watch out. Stay over to the left, and then there's a truck backing up.
Out for him.
I can see him, dang it. You're just making matters worse.
You know what?
This is just the tight part.
Steven actually is doing a very good job because 5 driving right now. I think on
Walk, see.
I think he's done a great job.
Just pay attention.
Look at all these Chinese people. We must be in Chinatown. Cable car. Ooh.
Straight. Had to back up.
Come on, you flamers. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stay kind of over to the left. They've got right away. They don't have a four-way stop. And that's the street. It's got different.
We're still in Picking Chinatown. Thumb hole hung hung.
See the dead ducks hanging up in the window? Delicious. Gross.
Peking duck.
Their heads are still on.
Yeah, they do their heads on.
You know why they
Seriously?
call them Peking ducks? Because they're still peeking at you when you have them on your plate.
Chin and fur.
Wanna go see the sea lions?
Why? Oh, yeah. Running from the car. Smart, huh?
Live bait potluck fishing.
Sounds good. Yeah, crabs.
$9?
Good, huh?
Which, $9?
Pretty
Smells
good.
good, huh? Is what?
Well, free Coke with a purchase.
I don't think so.
You know, but see, I have to give some away, then the others see the other balloons and they come to me. That's what happens. Does it work for you?
Yeah, they.
Somebody take a picture of this side thing. Money for dog chow. No money, no.
Gotta be the Blue Angels, man. cocoa beans get roasted in here. And they get cracked. The chocolate factory.
That's what the crust of milk is like. Pretty neat. Look in the mirror.
Customers, please pay receipt for 3 12-liter double scoop of vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream ready to come at once.
What do you think, Jen? Is this the heaven place? How would you like to work in a chocolate factory?
Is it on?
I don't know, you tell me. Take its salt off.
No, actually we got
Was there a little yellow light at the bottom on?
Yeah.
Okay. It's on.
This is Jennifer News reporting live from San Francisco, California. And the cable car line looks like we'll be here for about an hour waiting in line to go to Trenton. But that's okay. It's my mom's idea.
Okay, if you hit the button one more time, it'll turn off.
Okay, say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Here comes the cable car. Here comes the cable car. Jennifer reporting live. How come we stop filming? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Look at it go. Now, boom. We're turning it around. Ready to load on. There's the guy who pushed it. Muscle man. There's a hole with the cable car in here. And the building is behind it. And there's Steven's ear. And face. And here it goes, folks. Ready to load on the line. Step aboard. Step ladder, mates. Are we moving, Steven? Sorry. Dad, tell me when I should stop filming. Climb aboard. Step ladder, step ladder. Yeah. People moving in line.
Picture of Steve here.
You can't lean out like that, Steve.
And here's me.
You mean,
Why don't you have Mom hold on to the camera?
Okay.
Yeah, look.
Aren't you?
no,
Yes, you
not
are.
really.
Yes, you are. Hold on, Boo. Jenny, give me a smile. How you like it?
Right, I like it.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Hey, I could have got a camera shot of that.
What did he do?
You like it up here, Matt? You're having a little trouble. One of your cars up there.
Yeah?
Hey, Stoney! We're having some
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Here we are at Pier 39. Here we are in the sequoias. This is the giant forest sequoia lodgepole.
I got a Pepsi. Stop it.
Put your arms out. Now you can get an idea how big this tree is. Pretty big, huh? There's Kathy. That was hit with lightning up on the top, but the lightning exits at the ground level because electricity always seeks ground. See, it's positive and it always seeks the ground. So that's why it came out at the bottom. Probably struck way up at the top. That tree is probably 300 years old at least, maybe a little older. That one's probably been on the ground for 100 years. What do you think, Steve? What do you think?
It's cool.
Well, tell me about it.
Big trees.
Big trees, yeah. Very eloquently said. What are you doing, Jennifer?
Part of my initial.
No, don't do that.
Dead.
You don't do it. If everybody carved their initials in there, pretty soon it wouldn't look like a dead tree. It'd look like a big totem pole, wouldn't it? What do you think of the redwood trees, huh? Well, tell me about them. You're on camera.
They're big.
They're big. Eloquently said. I think they're awesome.
Where did they go? They walked into that tree.
That's great.
I bet if you find it, I bet Coffee could find
See how high they are? Look.
Take a screenshot.
Whoa!
Don't do that. Not with that.
Cross section of the redwood tree. What does that say, Kathy?
Stuff. It was 2,400 years old. And it is
2,400 years old.
huge.
Sure is. Sherman, we're coming up to. What?
Here, I'll do you.
You'll do me?
Yeah.
Finally.
Let me see. Here. Honey.
2,700 years old. That's how old General Sherman is. So it was here 800 years before Christ.
Go see the tree, Steve.
Není najstarší, ale je najrychlejšie rastiaci, to je na ňom zvláštne, že má veľkú vitalitu. Takže výšku má 84 metrov, hmotnosť je 1256 metrických tón, to je 1 256 000, ježiš, ten si ide očúrať najväčší strom na svete. Nie?
Yuck.
What? What'd you get, Steve? In the redwood forest of California, and that is my parents, Kathleen and Steve. Ooh, gross. Ooh, 23 years today. This is their anniversary. Ew. But what can I say? I guess they came here a couple thousand years ago and had a fun time, so they had to come back and see General again. So.
Everything you say is being recorded in the mic.
Yeah, I know.
We'll hear it later.
Oh, by the way, this is Jennifer, being the narrator. This is 1990 family vacation.
Place or going someplace.
Now, where's that at?
In LA. To make reservations for anything, it was like, you know, to have people cope, you know, it's like all of a sudden you have your weekend up and you still have to cope with all this stuff.
That's true. Isn't beautiful?
Both parts of the road belong to us. We go in maybe about a quarter of a mile on this side, and on the side of the They can sit out up there and make all kinds of racket, and then the people that want to sleep can go ahead and sleep. So that's good.
Is Camp Whitsett on the
right
property?
here? No.
It's not here.
So when you drive in, because we're about a quarter mile, Camp Whitsett is about 2 or 3 miles in, right from here. And this little area, we plow, well we don't, the county plows all the way up to here. And then they close off this road, and then they close it off here. So
Oh, I see.
the snow is removed.
Okay,
right
that
to
was,
this area.
yeah.
And in here, if you get a chance, or if you're going to do some bumming around tomorrow, if you drive in and you go to the third bridge, you count the bridges, it's about 5 miles, but I count bridges better. Park at the third bridge, there's a little outlet, you can park on the side of the road, and walk across the street. When you walk across the street, you just are going to go in. It looks like there's nothing there, so just follow a little trail, maybe a minute and a half, and you'll find the natural water slide. They have great big granites of rock, and the water's coming down from the creek, and it comes down, and it just is a real smooth rock. It's about maybe 20 feet, so you sit on it, you can slide down it, and you end up in a little pool of water. I don't know how much water it has, but I know some people were doing that not last weekend, but the last weekend we were here. Also, if you hike up a little bit more, you'll find pools of water, and the water just keeps coming down, and eventually it ends up at the water slide. But it's so beautiful. Take your
third bridge.
Third bridge, right here on this past Camp Whitsett.
Yeah, I had some
Boy Scouts that I work with, they went to Camp Woodson this summer.
Oh,
So I
really?
came up to pick them up. Quite a bit of snow, huh?
Yeah, we got one morning, one Sunday morning we woke up. We had 30 inches of brand new baby virgin snow. You looked out the window and the snow was just untouched. And it was so deep, it was beautiful. We made those snow angels and we went on the sleigh rides and we made 100 snowballs. We put them on the sleigh and then we go around the rest.
So it is open year round then.
It's open. The roads are clear. What do you mean? A lot of fun. It's funny, the people that were staying in the cabins, what was funny was just going for a walk around town because the snow that people built were hysterical. Everybody turned into a big kid. Thing in the brown and green, and then the trim. All the other ranches their colors are red and white, but with this and Jeff's reputation of keeping everything static is the way it blends in, we just repainted everything.
I like
that. Isn't that neat? I like that too. When you go down there, when I take you over to Main Street and Skunk Hollow and everything, you're going to be amazed at what's down there, because up here it's all hidden in the trees. And over there where the RVs are, that's where you guys are going to be staying tonight. That's where the mill used to be. So what we did is we cleaned up the mill area and everything like that. Now we're replanting. So what you're looking at right now, like the lake area, the beach area, it's got sand on it. Right. But beyond there, where you see the big forest, see where they're all camped along there? That is going to be our little park area. And the grass area, and then we're putting trees up in the trailer. But I'll tell you, we're going to wait because we are having our drought, and the forest department asked us if we would just conserve water this year. So I said, well, we'll wait for the grass next year or whatever's going on. So we said, yeah, no problem there. The area where you see the swimming pool and the tennis court, that was the school area. And so we were.
You see that, Jenny?
We were
School
able
area
to
over there?
utilize the empty spaces that they left us, so we wouldn't have to touch anything or chop any trees down or do anything like that. And then where you see the road going in through the pine trees right there, that's Old Town. That's where our stable area is. Since we can't go over there, I'm going to continue on the main road just for about a quarter of a mile because you can see it from the road. It's so neat. But they're keeping all
Just
of us
can't
on.
do the stables.
No. And the horses that you see down here, the first stables where you all went, okay, that used to be our stable area, and then we moved it to Old Town, and Old Town just has such a really neat setup. We'll be able to see it from there. And this stable is for owners that buy their own horses and want to keep them up and board them. That's where they can board their
So
horses.
those are owners' horses.
But now they're ours. We moved all the horses back over here, so they're mixed right now. We have about 70 horses sitting down there somewhere.
And when you become an owner, you can have use of the horses.
Oh yeah. You don't have, in other words, you don't have to go out and buy your horse. There are a lot of people that have their horses don't have anywhere to keep them and stuff. This is an ideal situation for them to come up. But we do have 50 head of horse right now. And at the last board meeting, Jeff Dennis is lending the association the money to buy 25 more. Okay, fine. We'll take it, yeah. Now, our property lines, to the base of the rock down here. At the base of the rock and that first little ridge, and you see the ridge and it comes down, you see the road right down on the lower ridge, then continue up the lower ridge and come all the way around to in front of these bushes right here. Property line runs out, it'll run out to, see the first peak, it's called Pinnacle Peak. So it'll run halfway up the peak and then it comes back down here. So it cuts across it. We don't go behind or anything like that. And this is the 750 acres. It's wonderful. It's like a little valley surrounded by a million acres of forest. We don't have any private property touching us on any side of the property at all. to the mail company after the war so that you could have job setups and everything like that, because they were doing that. It was called, Gene Fox knows the whole history on it, and that's how we got a deed. We didn't get it, the government gave it to the company, yeah, the milling company and stuff like that.
No, having sold it
To us. And so it just, yeah. So the neat thing is, if nothing else, is looking at the location that we see coming from the city and stuff, and that people are seeing, is just looking at it from down here. No matter what happens in the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years, when my kids are way beyond, and they're still going to be, especially kids who don't have all these going on, start reading the magazines and stuff like that. I have an article that just came out on the 28th of July saying, want to hike, take a ticket for Yosemite and stuff like that, and that kind of
because we tried to get into over by the transport for last night.
months in advance reservation type program, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is wonderful. So we'll go down, take a look at it from down there.
All right.
Thrilled to hear that. That half hour is that little push, that extra push that most people won't take. But when you own your own private ranch and you have all your stuff, well, heck, yes, get out there and get away from everybody else and let them pass by. Like June 21st of '89. And when Jeff opened the ranch, or when he came, he was looking at Southern California, because the other three ranches are north. And 20% of our owners at the Klamath Ranch, which is about a 13-hour drive from LA, is from the, they're from the LA basin. There's a Jeff. Yeah. Jeff, can't you find something closer? But I don't know how long you all have been here in Southern California. In order to find a piece of property that has any type of value is almost next to impossible. And so what Jeff does is he's always done one ranch at a time. He buys a ranch, sells it out. They vote him in as president of the board, and he just makes sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing and being well taken care of, then moves on to the next one. And when the broker that had high enough to where you do have a nice winter, but you're still in it's so funny, because when you're driving up here, once you leave Kernville and you get to the last point where you see the river on the bridge, then you go up the last 4 miles from the bridge on up. When you go up a mile, it's about 3 miles from here. It's funny because it's all, you can tell you've arrived when you see a big grove of great big giant pine trees. It's like they're right there in front of you, and that we tease everybody. Say, see, now you know you're arrived when you see the big pine trees.
Trailers are part of the ranch?
We have ourselves that we have for guests such as yourselves that are coming up to have a look at the ranch. We have 130 trailers, and then the rest of them are their owners' trailers. And the owners can just leave their trailers up here, or their fifth wheels or whatever. Original Johnsondale. And what we did, and a lot of the lumber and stuff like that, the riding arena where they've got, I don't know what they've got set up in there, but it's a 36,000 square foot riding arena. They used to hold their international rodeos down there. And what's fun is that's where you can do your riding lessons, and that's where you go down and you check out your horse. And once, if you know how to ride and you go on a trail ride with the Wranglers, you must go on a trail ride at least once with them. And then they take you into the arena and get on and off, and you can put the saddle on and that type of stuff. Then they give you your trail card, your green card. Then with your green card, you don't need to go out on group rides anymore. You can just go out, get your horse, and do your own riding and stuff. They just want to make sure you know how to ride before they let you loose with the horse. And then they team you up with the horse. If you're a pretty experienced rider and you don't want an old nag trying to hold you back or anything like that, they'll set you up. And if you've never ridden, they'll make it a little bit easier with you and stuff. So it's really neat. Jeff Payne is our head wrangler, and I'll tell you, it is so fun right down here because it's a whole area to bring a picnic lunch.
Are these general campers just?
No, these are part of the forest guys using.
Oh, are they?
Uh-huh.
Those tents down there?
Mm-hmm. Firefighters, yeah. And this is our camping area, so if you wanted to pitch a tent or something, as you can see where the firefighters are all camped out, seems to be a real nice area. Just follow what they did. They kind of like staked everything out for us as far as the beginning. And then what's neat is we do have 2,500 owners. That's our goal, to have 2,500 happy owners. That's not very many owners for a market of 16 million people right now in Southern California. So what we just are telling everybody, and this is exactly how we do our marketing, you come up and have a look. You know, after you look, whether it's going to be for you or not. If it's not for you, we hope that you enjoyed your weekend, because we do have a nice weekend for you. If it's for you, we want you to know that you're going to be using it, and you're going to be a good owner, because all we need is 2,490 good owners and 10 that are going to make the rest of us miserable. And it's funny, yeah, because it is exclusive. It's very exclusive. It's very secure. Once we have our 2,500 owners, no matter what happens, that's it. No one else can get in.
Well, can they sell their...
Yes, you can. You can sell your own, and there's a market for it, because once we're all sold out, say 10 years from now, when somebody says, well, how do you get into this? Well, it's done. You can't unless I'll sell you my share.
Yeah.
But
does it have to be approved by the other
no,
people? Or?
No.
Well, what keeps you from getting the wrong people? Say somebody sells their membership to the Hells Angels.
Well, really, what happens is they would probably just phase themselves out, and because you do have to be an owner, and your guests have to be accompanied by the owner, so the Hells Angel can't send the rest of his group up and say, well, here's
one-on-one. It's like one member each.
Yeah, it's one household. Like if you were owners, it would be you and your kids. That's your household. Anybody outside of your household would have to come with you as your invited guest. And we do have a sheriff.
And there's a limit to how many you can bring?
Six. You can bring 6. If you want a special party like an anniversary or a graduation or sweet 16 or whatever, then you make arrangements 30 days in advance so that we can accommodate for the facilities. Maybe you want the dance hall or whatever, barbecue. Some of our guidelines are really neat, that if you're not an owner, they don't think they're very neat, because that's what they're designed to keep non-owners out and to keep the ranch. 2 things. We got to keep the peace and quiet for the owners. That's why we're becoming owners up here. And number 2, we want to keep the value of the property. So the guidelines are as follows: only a household. Now, another thing too, we have our own sheriff. His name's Ernie, because it is a town and we are in the county of Kern, and this is his jurisdiction. So we have our own sheriff, but then we also have 24-hour security, and we have roving security. And any disrupting or anything there, I don't care whether you're an owner or not, you are asked to leave. And if you continue, what they do is they take away your user privileges, which they have a right to do.
So they would,
Well, of course, so you don't make it miserable for everybody else.
That's right.
Okay, that's good.
And now what we do with the guests is we charge the guests $1 a day to come up and use the ranch. And your guests can do everything that you can do for free, except for the horses. We charge the guests $5 to go horseback riding, and that money goes into our association. So.
And what do they do about food and stuff for the future? Are they going to have a supermarket or?
We have one. And it's made a fortune these last 2 weeks with 800 people here. Oh, what we're so excited about is 5% of what goes into the market goes to our association. So our association was getting rich these last 2 weeks.
That's very good.
It was fun. And then, with 2,500 owners now, the funny thing about it is everybody wants to, well, what about 2,500 people show up at the same time?
I wondered that too.
Then what happens? Well, we're laughing about it because it's never happened in 20 years. It'll never happen only because we're in a seasonal ranch, and people buy for different reasons and different seasons. Some people don't want to come up in the summertime. There's just a lot of kids running around enjoying themselves. Other people come midweek or retirees, or a lot of people don't like the snow. They won't come up in the wintertime. A lot of people, that's what they want to do: cross-country ski, downhill ski, and they'll use the ranch more in the
But in the summertime, you haven't had a problem with
No.
to capacity.
No, we will on the 3 major holidays.
Like
probably.
Labor Day weekend or
Yeah,
something.
Labor Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend. Those will be your busiest weekends. And those are the 3 weekends that you cannot bring guests up. It's only for the owners. We don't want guests
And you have to
keeping
make
an owner out.
reservations?
Yes. For the cabins, you can make reservations up to 30 days in advance with a maximum stay of 2 weeks. Then you leave the ranch for 7 days. This keeps somebody from putting their mailbox up in front of their favorite cabin. Now in the trailers, if you have your own RV or whatever, you can put your RV on a site for 30 days and they're full hookups. And then you must leave the ranch for 7 days. So it keeps the rotation moving.
Right.
And it keeps, people. But the funny thing, and then of course we have tent sites and stuff, you have a lot of your upcoming new families that want to experience camping and take the little ones camping and pitch nice little tents. You're done. So am I.
Camper, I am not. Once a year for one day I do it.
And I'll tell you, they have really nice tent areas. They have comfort stations. You can come up and do the horseback ride and everything and still throw the kids out in the sleeping bag to get the experience and you're done with it. So anyhow, we were laughing about it because we were going, how funny. What if all 2,500 owners show up at the same time? What happened? Well, we had 2,200 Forest Service guys on our property this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
So it worked out now.
Oh, absolutely. It was wonderful. We've had our owners association meeting and stuff. We suggested that we thought would be fun is, wouldn't it be neat if we had a day that everybody would contribute a tree and then you mark the spot and put your tree on, you can put your name on it, and that's like at my house. I remember there's a little tree and my kids at that time, Robin was about 6 and she could walk and open her legs and the tree would fit underneath her. Now the tree is so big and this is like 10 years later. And I thought, how fun, we could do the same thing.
Very true.
These are our trailers. These are the trailers you all will be staying in. They're called, I call them the Ken and Barbie doll. They're really cute. They're 22 feet. And by the way, the dog playing with the frisbee, you can only have your pets in the RV area. Pets are not allowed anywhere near the cabin area. They can't go in. Security turns them back. They can't even go to the general store. They get to stay home and guard the house, huh? From Parker Creek and South Creek.
Oh.
And they run, the creeks run all year round. When we keep more of our horses over in there. This area is so pretty. Wait till tonight.
There's a creek down there?
Uh-huh. Now this creek, what's neat about the creek is where I showed you the tenting area, that's where all the tenting area would be. And this creek runs all the way down and eventually hooks up to the Kern River. But what's neat is about 100 yards up or down our creek is where they stock the river.
Oh, is it?
So guess what happens to the good fish? They fly. They swim upstream. But we stock our own lake. We stock it 4 times a year with trout and stuff. So it's kind of neat to get out there and
But the fishing in the river is not too bad either, huh?
Oh no, it's nice. Yeah, fishing in the river will do it. But you need a license to fish on the river. You don't need a license to fish on your own property. It's all been time tested over a period of 20 years and thousands of owners and everything. So every little tree, every little garbage can, every little guideline, they've all already worked. It's nothing that we're saying like 20 years ago when they did. Is like, well, I don't know guys, we're just going to have to wait and see. Everything's already been time tested through years and years of experience. And that's why it just, once you start looking at the overall picture, say, but it's so organized, it works so well. That's why. I mean, nothing was placed by accident at all. These poor guys, they work so hard, don't they? I really respect these guys. Now, the first trip back as an owner, before you even go into a cabin or whatever, you stop off at the Ranch Owners Association office and you have picture IDs, just like driver's license, because you do show them to security and stuff. That way other owners can't just pass out their cards and send people that aren't owners that. Yeah, they really would. And anything that you need, you make your reservations for your cabins right here. There's an 800 number, so you can call it and reserve your cabin. And basically, everything's handled right here at the association office. So this is like the first stop. Then once you get that handled, you're on your own. And this area, see where these little trees right here? This is what we want to make into a park here. Put green grass, that way if you don't want to go up to the pool and you want to hang out, or the people here and have their RVs and stuff like that, this will be a nice little park here. And you want a fire pit. And they light the fire pits on Saturdays, so it's real pretty. Next March.
No.
We should be done by next March. This is part of the creek that runs into here, and it runs into the lake. It was fun. You should have seen. Oh yes. Oh, when the snow melted in May and June, it was just so pretty. This is where the developer, he has a helicopter, and this is where he lands right here when he comes in. Let's see. And now this is main part of town. We're on Main Street. I'm going to take you over and show you guys a cabin. Now the cabins are where the loggers and their families used to live. So what we did was, you know, the original foundations and everything, we just modernized them a little bit. They're rustic. It's not room service at the Hilton. But you do have a bed to sleep on and table and chairs, and you bring your own stuff. You bring your own bedding, and you bring your own utensils. And you're ready to rock and roll. So what's neat about it is that the setup, like I said, it's just a whole town. So here, cabins were built right on top of each other back in 1935 when they were originally built. You know, there wasn't this
35,
kind of...
huh? Wow, they are old.
If you go to a library and you research Johnsondale and everything up here, you would just be amazed. There's so much neat stuff that happened back here in the old days. It is. It's fun to know. Some ranchers, what the government will let them do is have X amount of cattle that can come into the Forest Service. And this fence right here that's supposed to keep them out, but these guys got in, so security don't get them back out. So they're not in town, and I was like, well, okay, you guys, move back out on the other side of the fence.
How about the wild stuff? Have you seen some deer and elk and
deer?
bear?
I saw a lot during the spring. I haven't seen any this summer, I think. Bear, Sal was telling me that what they did yesterday is they went to look at the fire. What are you guys doing going to look at the fire? So that's why I know where the fire was, because he was telling me this morning. He says, we saw it and it was way over there, and it took us 2 hours to drive over there, and they saw a bear.
Did they?
It's better than sleeping on the floor.
You do?
I'm on
Hi,
the top.
Steve. Come on in.
You get the bottom, Steve.
May just be another owner that doesn't mind doing a double occupancy. We didn't know. But what we've done is we take everybody's ages, we find out whether they're smokers, non-smokers, and the kids, so that you don't put somebody like you wouldn't want to be with 3-year-old kids running around or anything like that. And I remember the weekend, it was February 17th. And we had 10 families in double occupancies. It was the first time we'd had ever done it. And of course, anytime you're doing something new, you're a little nervous as to what the outcome's going to be. We had empty cabins that weekend. We had empty cabins. And you know that the double occupant people did not want to move? They stayed together. It was fabulous. And I've done a double occupancy cabin myself with my girls, and my husband came up. And it was neat. It was real funny. I remember the name. The lady who we shared with, her name is Gorilla, like Gorilla. That's the only way I could remember her first name. And we ended up just, we'll have one refrigerator just for the drinks and stuff. We'll put all our food in the other refrigerator. She says, I'm making bread. And I said, yeah, but we brought sausage. She said, well, I'll make breakfast. You make breakfast tomorrow. It was fun. We had a good time. But now the way you reserve that is strictly up to you. If they call you, or you call in, they say, well, we only have a double occupant cabin, would you mind sharing? And if you say no, then fine, I'll put you in. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be other people moving in. If there isn't, you have the whole cabin to yourself. But they let you know. Because your priority is to either accept it or reject it. It's totally up to you. I mean, nothing's ever forced on anybody. Funny, the place right here, they seem to be like out by themselves, but they're not, because right up here is the recreation center. That's kind of a neat location to be, so quiet up here. And this little hill, this little road right here, okay. This little road right here happens to be a nice little tubing also for drainage.
Oh yeah, but that'd be a lot.
Just set it up here and go. And it doesn't scare you to death because it's pretty even. We went on some pretty wild rides with our inner tubes. I said, no, you girls, I can't do this anymore. Find mom a baby ill. And there's the whole recreation center. See, we've got horseshoe pits over here, and then we have two of the tennis courts are lighted. Play tennis, basketball, and then on the other side over there we have beach volleyball. And then we brought in sand and put it for the volleyball. And the swimming pool area will go down, jacuzzis. And then that building, which will go down, is our cafe. So you don't have to leave the property. You don't have to come off and just never have to drive anymore. But what a lot of people are starting to do are getting involved in buying these mountain bikes and bringing them up, and they'll ride their bikes down to the same area to the pool. These are the recreation centers. This is the kids' room. We have a recreation center for a youth center, and then we have a teen center where they can have their own stuff. They can have their own dances, they can have their own games and events. And then we have an adult center, and then we have a whole family center. So we have 5 different centers. Everybody can have their own little deal, and then everybody can get together if they wish to. When you bring the kids and they think they don't want to be with mom,
They don't. That's
they
true.
can do their own thing, but they're still with mom.
Okay.
Won't tell us that. And we have our little chapel. We have church services at 8:30 on Sunday morning. And or at least I use it.
Case by reason, you decide, you haven't been using it. You haven't got anything out of it, rather than you 3 times in 5 years.
Yeah, you're saying, well, that's it. I need to do. That's right.
Or when you gotta put it on membership or yourself, you know, you put it on membership. Ownership.
No one has ever sold it for less than what they paid for it, because what happens with marketing is our prices are going up. We're at $14,500 right now. And the only reason we lucked out is we bought a town that was built. If we had to bring in construction and everything, we'd be starting at $23,000. To bring in water and electricity and all that jazz, okay. We're going up. We're on the verge of another price increase. Because what Jeff needs to make $40 million out of this. This is it. He needs to make $40 million out of it. Now, he's carrying the paper for 10 years. So you know that to him, the next 10 years are very important to the owner, that he has good owners. His performa to make $40 million out of $2,500, because my husband's an engineer and we mapped it out, is $16,000 per. We started at $12,500. I bought at $12,500 last year. Then it went up to $13,500, now it's $14,500. And what he does is he has a lot of so many needs to be sold at each price increase. And so I don't even know when we have a price increase. I don't know. Maybe this weekend he'll get his allotment full and he'll have a or you can designate somebody else as a user and you still get the equity on it. But let's do a for instance, 5 years down the road. Of course, we're going to be sold out in March, right? 5 years down the road, 3 years down the road, you come up. Then you see me up here and I'm with someone and you bring some friends with you. And they said, have a great time, they went horseback riding, they swimming, they did all the things that you were doing. And I said, this is such a neat country club, how can you get into it? Well, I have a friend that says that, and I said, well, you can't, we're all sold out. You only have 2,500 dues, but guess what? I know the Inmans have a thing on the bulletin board at the center that they are transferring and they need to sell their ship and we give them a call. That would be the best part to resell. Is go out to an agent, put it on the real estate and all that jazz. Because in 5 years, in 3 years, we have 16 million now and we've got 20 million people and no one can get into this place. There's a market for it. There's a high market for it. And we sold out at 18.5 and you're offering 14. Maybe you want, if you made $1,000, $2,000 wouldn't hurt your feelings. But that's not the purpose for this. If you just want to get your money out and say, because when I show you the financing and the numbers and how everything is, the loans are assumable.
15 years.
10 years. So you can transfer over, yeah. I'll go over the numbers with you and show you how the write-offs work out and all that jazz and stuff like that. But let's go back down, get something to drink. You guys discuss it. Yeah, you guys have your little powwow that you're, just crystallize your thinking. Any questions maybe that I didn't answer, or that you asked any questions, maybe something will come up. I'll come back and answer some questions for you. And just keep in mind, do your talking, do your crystallizing. Let your heart do your thinking. If this is something that those horses,
That's some good horses.
that horse is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
That's Jenny's real pro to this place. Round horses.
Yeah, she would.
It is so neat down there. On the 21st of July, we had our very first gymkhana. Do you know what a gymkhana is? It's like a kid's rodeo type thing. And they use a whole arena and they put the name tags on the kids. And you don't barrel race, but you have your barrels that you walk your horses through, and then you have to carry an egg on a spoon. You almost race, but you have to go out to walk, and whoever drops the egg is disqualified. But everybody gets a ribbon, everybody happy. We didn't put any bleachers around there. We were gonna, I mean, we had these grand ideas. We should put bleachers up here and everything. Then we said, you know what? Everybody ends up sitting on the fence anyways, so we'll just leave it like that. People can just sit on the fence and watch and hoorah and blah, blah, blah. And that was fun. What was fun before the gymkhana is on Saturdays watching the kids practice for the gym.
Steve and I were talking about it.
Are you having a good time, Kathy?
Yeah. She's going to get a
Smile, Kathy.
Yeah, right.
Here's a fire truck. Water truck going to fight the fires.
Smells fresh too. I don't like it here. You know? Because there's mud everywhere. Sand everywhere. And goats.
Your lucky number is A112. That's the trade. Now the where it is you go around like we did through the stables right here, and it's the 4th row and it's the corner.
Fourth row on the corner.
And there's a stake in front of all the trailers that say A112. Please go over and make sure that you have bedding for 4. Because you're going to have the 2 beds, and then in the kitchen area, we're going to train on the kitchen area, you put the table down, and there's a sleeper down there, and then you bring the top down, and there's a sleeper up there. So flip for the top bunk and stuff. And then come back and have dinner, and I'll meet you back here around 6:30. Go
dinner
swimming,
here?
do your thing. Yeah, dinner's right here. Do your thing. Told your parents, walk around, go up to the rec center, retain your owners, and see how you feel. If
112, is
feels
the key
right.
to it there? Or
No,
there's
it's
no
open.
keys?
There's no keys. We don't lock anything here. They're open.
So when you put your
But
stuff in
just-
there, you'll be all right?
Yeah. If you want to leave your camera and stuff, put it in the trunk of your car. It's going to make you feel a little bit better about that. But like I say, make sure you have Betty for 4. If you don't, when you come back here, I'll still be here. So when you come back here, let me know what you need. The water runs and all that thing.
Okay, because we don't know really how to operate.
Everything's on.
Everything's turned on right
Yeah,
now.
the showers and everything. Just open up and check. The only thing you can't use in the trailer are the stoves and the refrigerators or coals and
I don't want
sodas or whatever. Come over and
I'm happy to the cooking.
And then in the morning you're gonna come over and have breakfast anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. And I'll just see you guys later. Go down there.
Okay. All right.
Bum around, do your
Thanks.
thing. You're
Come
welcome.
on, let's go change your clothes.
I beat you over.
Can we take our car over by the RV?
What was our number again? What was our number again?
A112.
4th row.
A112?
I think that's
No, it was A116. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Dad, you're always filming. Always filming.
Just wanted all the folks at home to see this beautiful,
Are you waking up the neighbors?
this beautiful trailer we're sleeping in.
It's a nice trailer. It's a new trailer.
Uh-huh.
It's just rather small.
Hi, Boo. Good morning. You want to tell your friends about this trailer?
stinks. The
Where's the
toilet's
toilet?
small.
Smells like kitty litter in here.
Kitty litter.
Jenny, go.
There's one bed. Here's the other bed.
Rest.
Ah.
You're holding us up.
Okay, today is August the 19th, 1990. And it's 7:30 a.m. And here we are up at our ranch, what used to be Johnsondale, city of Johnsondale. It used to be an old lumber town where they had a mill and all the little houses and everything where the employees lived, the mill, the lumberjacks and their families, has been converted to a resort. My wife told me to be quiet. Some people are still sleeping, so I'm gonna have to sign off.